Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning class. Okay, Raja, as usual, recite the doa.
ربي زدنا علما وارزقنا فهما صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Have you guys read the chapter nobody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So today, to start the class, we are going to start with first chapter, and I will call out a few of your friends to come to the front and do the drama for a while. Later on, after the drama finish, I will ask you one question regarding what are the event that your friend try to portray. You understand the question?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, can come to the front.
Smell good. Sausage, coffee. Hey, Dad, this is your coffee. It's okay. Mom, this is.
I'm busy.
Oh, okay, Mom. Okay, Dad. Thanks. That's all from us. For one, okay, thank you. Okay, friends. What you can talk about this scene?
Breakfast.
Definitely, heavy breakfast. That's right. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. So to start the chapter for chapter 1, your friends already present the drama. So what are the event just now? Okay, so the first event is breakfast time. Okay, later on, the second, after this, you're going to start the lesson with the continuation from chapter 1 until chapter 2. Thank you.
So just now we have discussed chapter 1. So that was a seed. Thank you to Akmal, Shaki and Haziq to your wonderful presentation just now. So that was chapter 1 in your story. Do you know how many chapters do you have for this literature? No. Okay, please check. How many chapters do you have?
4.
Okay. So there are 24 chapters that you need to remember in this story. So, how are you going to remember each and every one of them?
Important event.
Yes, we are going to take important events from each chapter. Okay, but how do you make it stick to your head?
Picture.
Yes, it's easier for you to remember movies than to remember the words, right? Okay, so that is why I want you to draw some pictures of the important events just now. Just now, your friend has presented chapter 1. What was the significant event in that chapter just now? What is this picture? Breakfast. What is this?
Bread.
This?
Eggs.
This?
Bacon.
Bacons or sausages? Good. This one is the?
Coffee.
Be a bit more specific from the novel. A cup of black coffee that went cold, right? Do you see any steam up there? No. Okay, so this is the black coffee. Okay. Don't picture nasi lemak, that is your breakfast. Okay. So moving on, and the characters that we have that we came across in that first chapter. Okay, who is this guy?
Newton's mom.
Newton's mom. How can you tell? Sign. What is she working as? Real estate agent. Or what is that? Simple term. Good, right? She sells house. Okay, that's it. She sells house. Okay, so that's the mother. What is he doing here? Calling on the phone with who?
Mrs. Hennessy.
Mrs. Hennessy. Good. This is her picture. Okay. This, who is he? Newton's father, who is working as a architect. Check in your book. This is the details that you need to remember. Supervisor for construction company. So he is working as a engineer, or this hat. What does it symbolize? The contractor. Yes, I heard it just now. Okay, the contractor. So what is he doing right now? Playing games. What is he doing? He's on the phone talking with his client also. And who is this guy here?
Chris Newman.
Chris Newman. What is he doing here? What is this?
Helmet.
It can be a helmet, it can be a bandage. Later on, he gets injured, right?
Yes.
Story. So this is how you remember the story. What is this?
Football.
American football. Okay, so not our football. Alright, so this is the mom. This is dad. And this is Chris. His brother. Alright, so now that you have the mental images in your head, okay, it becomes easier for you to link it with the moral values that you are going to learn from each event. Okay, so here, the first moral value that you can learn from this event that your friend Haziq presented just now is love and appreciation. Can you tell me what is it? Can you guess? Okay, can anybody volunteer? Somebody have to volunteer? Okay, Shakila.
I think as a family, we have to love and care for each other. But in the story, when Newton offered breakfast to his parents ignored him and do not take the breakfast which Newton cooked for himself.
Good, Shakila. Exactly. Right now, when Akmal served his parents the sausages and the coffee, what did they do? They ignored him and take him for granted, right? Yeah. Although in the story, Newt already doing so much for his family, right? Okay, so we need to appreciate what our family did for us. Newt prepared breakfast, but ignored. Can you put yourself in Newt's shoes, and how would you feel?
Sad.
You would be sad, right? Okay, moving on. This is chapter 1. Now you have the images and you learn the moral values. You can apply it to yourself. Okay. Now we are going to do chapter 2, 3, 4. Okay, go on for the next activity.
You need to extract events from chapter 2 until chapter 6. Okay, so I need you to divide yourself into 5 groups. Okay, can you do that?
Yes.
Now, please divide yourself, class, into 5 groups. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, done. Yes. Right. Get up and go to your respective groups. Okay. Group 1, please stay here. Okay. Group 1. Group 2. 8 minutes, okay, to do your sketches, to do your work, okay. Each group will receive this one mahjong paper, okay. Remember, 5 to 8 minutes only. So please, okay. Alright. Just take it. One only. Alright. Okay, remember your chapter. Okay. Alright, last group. Okay, I have these beautiful markers here. So, right. Okay. Okay, now 5 to 8 minutes. You can start now. Okay, very good. Okay, what do you have here?
We have some events and we drew some pictures about the events.
Okay, can you give me one example?
How Newton actually meet JJ and Cecile at school and they talk about Halloween costumes.
Alright, okay. So how about moral values? Do you get one?
Where we can obtain from here, like we can see they are actually working together talking about what costume they want for Halloween, so they are like exchanging ideas with each other.
Alright, very good, very good. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so do you have any problem?
So far, no.
Okay, so if you have no problem, can you tell me a bit about your sketches?
So this is the picture about the start of the chapter about the family I have interrogate before the game. And this one is during the halftime when more parents are leading with the score 21 to 14.
Okay. Alright. Very good. Oh wow, nice drawing. Okay. Alright, can you tell me a bit about chapter 3?
It's about when Newton wanted to think about his costume and all of this was before Halloween. So you see here, the pumpkin resembles about to Halloween.
Alright, time is up. Okay, so I need you to stop writing. Okay, and we are going to move to our next activity, that is gallery walk. You are familiar with gallery walk,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, every group will move to another group and you are going to listen to their explanation. Okay, so I need one person to stay in their group to the explanation, to give the presentation. Okay. Alright?
Alright.
Okay. So group 1 will go to group 2, group 2 will go to group 3. Okay, like that. Okay, can you move now?
Yes.
Okay, go.
So here in chapter 2, we see Halloween plans are made, sort of. So all of them went to Appleton Elementary School, Newton, and also his best friend that is actually JJ and Cecile. So through this picture, we can see that JJ is actually very tall person and also have very black and thin hair. And Cecile is also his best friend, which is short and way skinnier than Newton. He's the only guy that is shorter and skinnier than Newton. So like every day they will talk about like how they are very invisible. People look through the, what is it looking through there? Yes, how people are actually ignoring them at school. So what Newton likes to do is actually he likes to draw superheroes because Chris Newman likes to tell him about superhero story. So he will draw his own superheroes in his sketchbook. So like basically every day they will like talk to each other, have a chat about the superhero, and Cecile very is interested in what Newton's drawing and stories behind it. So when they were like talking about the superheroes, they finally thought about Halloween and how they don't have a costume. So they were like talking to each other, changing ideas of what they should become, like based on their interests. Like JJ likes to read books, and Cecile likes music and play drums. So Newton likes to be a superhero, so they were like thinking about what each other should become on Halloween. So the moral value, you can see like how they are working together, they are talking with each other, discussing what they should become on Halloween and how their Halloween costumes are supposed to be. So that's all for chapter 2. So I hope you understand this explanation. Hope you enjoy the drawings. Very cute drawings.
Okay, so I believe you all have read this chapter, which is chapter 4, football is played and mistakes are made. So I will just explain about the few events that happen in this chapter. So first of all, it's about the family did a tailgate barbecue, and which they came to the game to support Chris. So as we know from the moral values, that's appreciate. So as a family, we should appreciate our family members by coming to what our family members go to. For example, like Chris, which he had a big game. So Chris's family came to the game to support him. So going next is the second event, which Fillmore Pirates was leading the game. As the score was 21 to 14. So then the game, it was the event when Chris's was buried with the other players, and he did a touchdown. So the red color represent the Fillmore Pirates, and the green color represent the Merrimack High. So from this scene, we can see the moral values of courage. So we know that it was only 7 minutes left, and so Chris tried his best to save the game. So he just so do you guys remember this scene?
Yes.
What more do you know about this scene?
I don't understand. There's 7 minutes left, by overall time or the half time?
This 7 minutes happened the second half game, which it nearly ended.
Oh, it's the last 7 minutes.
Yes, so that's why we used the courage. So he tried his best to save the game. So do you have any other questions?
What the picture, the number 4 picture told about?
The fourth picture is or the scene when did you remember when Newt was squeezed down and then he was kicked out because he didn't get to show his ticket? Okay, so this is Newt watching from the
Outside.
yes, from the outside. So this is the place playing and this is Newt. Okay, do you have any other questions? Okay, that's all.
So hi everyone, what our theme did today in chapter 3, we highlighted a few important events in chapter 3. So first is spooky Halloween. What can you guys know about it?
Halloween is on the corner.
Yeah, it's true. So basically Halloween is around the corner. So as children, right, Newton need to come up with an idea what kind of costume he's going to wear. So a few ideas he got is first being a pirate. Yeah?
What is pirates?
So pirates is people who start something. It's the first to start something. As an example, people who are from few centuries back. Yeah, like that. So basically what pioneers basically wear is clothes made out of tree bark and also animals' feather, right? So by thinking of that, Newton started to feel itchy. So he's not very comfortable wearing this kind of clothes. So he don't decide to be one. Second, Greek Roman gods. So basically as, what kind of Greek Roman gods do you guys know? Zeus.
Dinner.
Yeah, Athena, Neptune, yeah. So, however, these gods have really muscular body, big muscles and also etc. Right? But Newton is very skinny, doesn't have any muscle. So this kind of dress is not very suitable for him to wear during Halloween. So next day is where JJ, Cecile and also Newton gather around together. And JJ detect a grammar mistake in the chart. So what kind of grammar mistake will it be?
Like here,
So what it should be?
there shouldn't be apostrophe S.
Yeah, you mean you really read the chapter 3. So basically this is first a conversation because JJ is a grammar Nazi. Okay? So they also talk about how the big game tickets are being sold off online. So and then back at home, he gets to start doing things. First, he at home Newton searched for hero online. So the hero online that he actually found is the shark puncher. You guys know what shark puncher is? The idea in the chapter. Yeah, basically he just punched the shark. So there's a skinny hero, shark puncher they call it, wearing I Love Ketchup t-shirt. So he saved a woman who fell into a school of sharks. So basically that kind of hero makes him wonder that maybe there's something heroic inside of him. So and then he just fell asleep thinking of that and he dreamed. So what can you see in this picture?
Trick or treat.
Yeah, trick or treat. So in the chapter 3, Newton go trick or treating, but when the people ask him what kind of costume he's wearing, he's actually naked. So that is a very terrible dream for Newton. So basically you can actually see the picture of chapter 3, right? The event. So we have two moral values. First is we have to be helpful. So at the end of the chapter, the last few words of the chapter 3, when he woke up from his dream, his mother called for him. So he immediately went to his mother and helped his mother to find the plastic box that his mother is searching for. Second is we have to be brave. Okay? So in the class, during the class when Newton learned about Greek Roman gods and also pioneers, when he got curious, he straightly bravely raised his hand to ask the question to his teacher. So basically that's all from chapter 3.
You enjoy your gallery walk? Yeah. Okay, so for now, I want you to sit on your group. Okay, we have finished our gallery walk. Okay, sit on your groups. Okay, go back to your groups.
I believe you have gained the significant events for each chapter, right?
Yes.
So you got the moral value also, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for the to wrap up the lessons, okay, I want to pick the luckiest person. I want to nominate the luckiest person. I will pick the names, and you have to give me, you have to tell me what the moral values you get from chapter 2 until chapter 6. Okay, so I'm going to nominate your name. Who is the luckiest person today? So I will give you the question first. Okay, you might be ready with the answer. Okay, the question is, what is the moral values you get from chapter 2? Okay, ready your answer?
Yes.
I will nominate your name. Okay, the luckiest person is Shakila. Okay, Shakila, what is the moral values you get from the chapter 2?
I think the moral value I get from chapter 2 is we have to work together as a team. As an example, JJ, Cecil and Newton discuss together on what to wear during Halloween. So we have to work together.
Work together. Okay. Thank you, Shakila. That's great. Okay, so class, what do you think of Shakila's feedback?
Yes.
It's
good.
It's good. Okay, if you think it's great, give her 3 claps. If you think it's greatest, give her 5 claps. Okay, that's good. Okay, so class, be ready for the next question. Okay, the second question is, what is the moral values you get from chapter 3? Okay, so I'm going to pick the names. Okay, the luckiest person is Salman. Where's Salman? Okay, Salman, come. Give us what is the moral values you get from chapter 3.
Okay, the moral value that I can get from the chapter 3 is we need to be free. As example, Newton brave to ask question to his teacher during the history class.
Okay, thank you, Salman. Okay, class, how many claps you want to give him? 5! Okay, give 5 claps. Okay, good. Okay, how many chapters left? 3 chapters. Okay, so the question is, what is the moral values from the significant event of the chapter 4? Is it 4?
Yes.
Yes, chapter 4. Okay, the luckiest person today, Fatini. Where is Fatini?
So the moral value that I've got from chapter 4 is to have courage. As Chris Newman, he knew that there was only 7 minutes left, so he dared to take the risk to save the game, and he made it by having a touchdown. So that's the moral value.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Fatini, for the moral values. So, who is the hero in chapter 4? Chris Newman. Good. Okay, so for the next question is, how many chapter left? 2. What chapter? Chapter 5 and chapter 6. So I'm going to ask you for the moral values for chapter 5. So second last luckiest person is Akil.
Okay, the moral values that I get from chapter 5 is to appreciate friendship. We need to appreciate our friendship with helping our friend who is in it. So, as example, JJ and Cecil bring CD to Newton to cheer him up. Okay, that's the value that I get from chapter 5.
Okay, thanks Akil, that's correct. Okay, how many claps you want to give him? 5! 10! Okay, okay, thank you class. Okay, do you realize in chapter 5 we have another moral values?
Yes.
Okay, what is the significance of chapter 5? Yes, Chris Newman being unconscious, right?
Yes.
So what happened to Newton?
He's
He's being lonely, right? So what is the moral values we get from Newton being lonely? What did he do?
Understanding.
Understanding? No, he tried to do all by himself, right? Independent. Okay, so the last question is, what is the moral values for chapter 6? Okay, so for your homework, okay, I want you to copy all the materials in your notebook. What notebooks? Comprehension books. Okay, I want you to copy all. Okay, and then don't forget for the parking lot, we have parking lots, right? As usual. Okay, if you have suggestion or recommendation, okay, I want you to write on the parking lot and paste it there. Okay, class? Okay, thank you for today. That's all. Thank you.